to the grind, dedicated to Street Fighter all the way since back in Street Fighter 4. You know, playing a Buki, playing another ninja here, of course, in Kimberly here, really embodies his character to the nth degree. Now, let's kind of break it down. What do you think we're in store for?
So I feel like one thing that we really didn't see until the very end of Kpop's last set was the slides, right? But it ended up playing such a big part because, of course, those slides will go under the sonic booms, but they will be kind of scary once blocked, which, I mean, it's that game of, like, Guile's going to be holding down back, right? Like, so that down block is going to be present. So it's those moments where he's going to be going and getting maybe the drive rush booms or something, that those are going to be the opportunities for him to slide under. And another thing that we really didn't see at all, that I really wonder if we'll see more of this set, is the elbow drop. Of course, Kimberly, one of the characters that has an altering air movement option, it did not come up at all in the last set.
I think for good reason, too. Like, you don't want to give, like, more chances for Guile to kind of anti you out of the situation, too. I do like what you mentioned about the drive rush boom situation and how slide might be an option. I might be a little bit scared to say that, like, ooh, yeah, and the run is also might be off the table because of a flash kick situation. But, yeah, if you get a little bit too, I think, like, tunnel vision on certain options against Guile, it allows Dagger G to become a little more powerful in other facets. But right now, Kpop is looking like the one with the power.
Definitely. Yeah, and I mean, tunnel vision really, like, I love that term here in this context because I feel like Kimberly is so very similar. She just has so many tricks in her bag that you can really only look for so many. And Kpop not even really showing many, just some solid meaties and holding things down, letting Dagger kind of hang themselves in the corner. And a big jump to start this round off.
Yeah, kind of a very common opening gambit there from the Fireball game on Dagger G. Has to break out with the EXDP. Let's see if Kpop can bust their way out, especially with a punish counter jab. Ooh, and reload right in your face? Okay.
Yeah, had to burn it. Already those two cans have been used, and finally we get this install. We didn't really get to see him play around with this much.
Yeah, I feel like that's one thing Dagger G doesn't really have. He doesn't have, like, the billion-dollar man, salary man combo on the Guile side here, but Kpop, of course, going to get that level 3 going here. Not going to kill quite yet, but of course, it's the buff that mattered that's going to seal this match out.
I was like going to say, I'm pretty sure it's checkmate. No super on Dagger G's side, burned out, back to the corner. That was a canceled into DI. There was truly no escape, and Kpop playing that absolutely how he should have, forcing Dagger.
Yeah, that's kind of the brutal thing about Street Fighter 6, right? Is that those checkmates and scenarios. So I wonder if maybe the mantra is just don't get in a situation, right?
Yeah.
That sounds so simple. It might be a little bit too simplistic, but there's certain situations where you have to consider that.
Yeah, it's really the what was the counterplay there? Well, it's like the counterplay could have happened like 4 interactions ago.
Sure.
But man, we're seeing a big turnaround though as Dagger takes this corner position really early on. Nice low check. Catching him on kind of the hezzy, maybe catching a throw tech. Oh, an air reset. You're seeing him go for those bazooka knees instead of the, that would normally be a flash kick for many others. But yeah, just keeping Kpop on their feet, forcing them to make these decisions and allowing them to walk their way into that boom to close that round.
Yeah, Dagger G is starting to replace like his button placements with these boom timings, especially these EX booms, right? And you can kind of see fireballs as like an extra poke. It kind of like turns your toolkit a little bit on its head here, but the way to defuse a situation, of course, is using the mechanics to their full strength, as Kpop is also using it right there. The blade is out, so you have to put a little bit of respect back up a little bit here. Kpop inching their way out.
Yeah, it's such like a fun option. Those the parry on your -3 move. Seeing that, like, is it really your turn?
A little bit of robbery, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of greed.
Almost had the counter hit confirmed too.
Do we got it this time, though? I want to see him make great use of this level 2, but Kpop has just been so on him, throwing out these overheads. You might not get any more value. Dagger G, you might have to consider using this meter for something else instead of the level 2, because it is just not working out. The run forward just to get a little bit of meter, the optimization, what we talked about earlier, Leaf.
Brutal. It was overhead, 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 low, and 2 of the overheads were blocked even. Or like, there were 4 in there, 2 of them were blocked. And it didn't matter. You were in burnout. It was his turn the whole time, and now he has the insult and the read.
Oh my god. Honestly, I think that was kind of like the earworm Kpop put in from the very start of the match. We saw the run get checked earlier, so he was like, all right, I'm going to run stop this time. You forget, but Kpop was one step ahead.
The plans within plans, definitely. And his reward is this nice 15% move speed, 15% damage buff, and the perfect parry, a really nice place to showcase it.
Okay, going in. I'm liking the media options come from Kpop. Dagger not respecting it too much. Might be a little too scared to start pulling on that EX flash kick now. And allowing for Kpop to be honestly stronger, you have to respect the can too.
Oh, but here we go. Does he have this level 2 combo? Just gonna burn it and activate with that full screen pressure. The boom's starting to run out though. Finally, he's back to 1 bar. And the flash kick is good. Another EX.
Wow! Whoa, no way! Calling out the entire situation. We saw it once before. Like I said, Kpop has been one step ahead here. Gonna be using that great walk speed. There's that slide lead. It came to fruition. We talked about it at the beginning of the match, and it will close out this set between Dagger G and Kpop. Kpop has earned their spot into top 8.
Wow, wow. And it was just like we said, catching that drive rush attempt. I don't know if the boom was there, but it caught the attempt at movement. And man, it really couldn't have gotten much closer. I'm pretty certain one EX flash kick would have killed Kpop there.